bringing you the news and information you need from the people making a difference. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Paul Lisnek and this is Comcast Newsmakers. This hour's newsmaker is Bill Gentes, mayor of the village of Round Lake. Today we're going to be talking about some things going on and about Round Lake. Mayor, great to see you again.
Nice to be here again.
There's so much going on, a lot I want to ask you about. Let's start with everybody's number one gripe, congestion, getting addressed.
Well, as you know, I'm the chairman of the 120 Corridor Planning Council, and the 120 bypass is target number one in the county for improving transportation. It's east-west transportation. This fall, we'll probably be moving forward with dedicating the road and figuring out the way that the road will be laid out, ranging from a boulevard concept to a potential 4-lane road across the county. It'll solve many, many congestion problems. Enormous amounts of commuters will be affected by this in a positive way. It's a great idea, and you know, we're slowly but surely coming to a consensus on it, which is very exciting.
Is the location set? Is there any issues of people losing homes in the process?
No, at the moment, no one's losing a home or anything like that, and the right-of-ways have been there for a long, long time, which is very positive. It's just a matter of getting the wherewithal to do it. Once the politicians come to a consensus on what the road's going to look like, then we're going to say, okay, here it is. Now we're going to move forward and we'll figure out how to pay for it.
As much as, you know, we'd like to be positive on the show, the truth is sometimes things don't go your way, so I'm going to ask you about it. Last time I saw you, you were very concerned about getting a hospital in the area. You wanted it, and the ultimate word is, ain't going to happen.
Yeah, the Illinois Hospital Facilities Board decided not to approve both our hospital, Advocate, which was proposing a 142-bed hospital in my community, which would have brought 6,000 jobs to the community. And they also denied Vista Healthcare in Lindenhurst's application for a hospital as well, based on what I believe is a complete disaster and a failure of leadership at the state level. They were using MapQuest directions to determine how far we were away from a hospital. It was 16 minutes according to MapQuest, and in reality, when I actually drove it at a non-peak time, it was closer to 35 minutes.
You mean MapQuest was wrong?
MapQuest was wrong, shockingly enough.
Didn't think they make mistakes. And literally that went into the decision.
Right. That was one of the major decision points, is they believed that we were too close to a hospital. We have 300,000 people in Western Lake County who have been denied a hospital and access to immediate medical care.
And so if I were to ask you, so what's the next step? The truth is there
is no next step.
It's a no.
It's a no. And, you know, I blame that on the governor and his failure of leadership with his appointees on the Illinois Hospital Facilities Board. And it's a shame that we have to suffer for that sort of stuff.
Have you spoken with the governor? Or?
I've sent letters to him. I don't really speak to the governor.
Okay. Well, he would speak to you, I'm sure.
Perhaps.
All right. Let me talk to you about, let's go back to the notion of traffic and rail and freight. Most people are following the merger or the purchase of EJ&E by CN, and it's not going over well, at least in the communities where it seems to be showing up, and yet, of course, it's going to make congestion of freight a lot easier. Right.
Well, one of the things, I serve on the Transportation Advisory Committee of Congresswoman Bean and Congressman Kirk, and it's a nonpartisan advisory commission to them, and we've been very active in trying to prevent CN from acquiring the EJ&E rail tracks. I don't know if it's going to be effective or not. It's a federal issue. These trains coming through these communities like Mundelein, Lake Zurich, and Barrington will devastate these downtowns that these communities have worked very hard to build up. And to give you an example, perhaps 5 trains go through Barrington today. If this merger goes through, close to 30 freight trains a day would go through. That's over 1 an hour. That would literally tear apart the fabric of a community.
Is there negotiations going on to attempt to work something out, or if the purchase goes through, there's nothing you can do about it?
Well, there's an enormous groundswell of support at the local levels, at the state level, and of course at the federal level with our congressmen who are adamantly against this, including Senator Obama and Senator Durbin. We're very much against this. The challenge is it's a federal decision made by a federal board. You know, it would devastate communities, but it would also affect up in Round Lake, where I'm the mayor. It would devastate our commutes. I would think it would add 10 to 15 minutes to a commute that's already incredibly long.
It's going to be tough. We're out of time, but you're also maybe one of the only mayors who blogs. I'll send people to the website to take a look at your blog. I've had the honor of being in your blog.
That's correct.
And you played an April Fool's joke on everybody, but we'll send them to the blog to check what that.
Check it out on April Fool's.
All right. Thank you, Mayor. Good to see you.
Thank you.
This hour's newsmaker has been Mayor Bill Gentes, and I'm Paul Lisnek. Thanks for joining us here on Comcast Newsmakers. Bye-bye.
The preceding was a presentation of Comcast Newsmakers. Now back to CNN Headline News.